Howdy, ladies and gentlemen. This is Paul, the Redneck Thinker. Thomas Jefferson said, "If you want something you've never had, you must be willing to do something you've never done." Benjamin Franklin said, "Without continual growth and progress, such words as improvement, achievement, and success have no meaning." Basically, get off your duff, get to working, you've got dreams, you've got goals, you've got to do what it takes to get them. Like, subscribe, comment, show what your opinion is. Let me know if you like what you've seen. And I thank you for your support. Howdy, y'all. This is Paul, the Redneck Thinker. If you want to contact me via my social media, my link tree is down below that gives you links to all that. Plus, you can help me out via Patreon there. So, it turns out that the US Geological Survey, which is part of the Department of Interior, these folks can't quit allowing their scientists to do stupid things. They found, the Inspector General of the Interior found that USGS lacks sufficient internal controls in laboratories to identify vulnerabilities and prevent losses associated with breaches of scientific integrity and misconduct. After 3 incidents of misconduct were identified in USGS laboratories, the Bureau began developing and implementing an overarching Bureau QMS in 2018. So they did this QMS thing. What they found is that, they're still screwing up. So we're going to talk about this. Okay, so the Department of Interior, the Geological Survey part, does laboratory work on so many things, and they keep having breaches. Let's talk about one. Now, when I say a breach, you're thinking, a one-time incident. No. According to an OIG report, during the period 2008 to 2014, listen to that, that's 6 years. Guess who was president during that time? Employees at the organic section of the survey's Energy Geochemistry Laboratory in Lakewood, Colorado, improperly manipulated mass spectrometer data. After learning of the improper activity in October 2014, the USGS convened a scientific integrity review panel that concluded that the lab had a chronic pattern of scientific misconduct. This is happening on your dime, and these folks are 24 projects potentially affected. We're talking, since ERP data is used to support both scientific decision-making and understanding inaccurate data has significant scientific consequences. So 24 research and assessment projects with national and global interests were potentially affected by erroneous information, according to the OIG. The projects represent about $108 million in funding from fiscal years 2008 to 2014, with the inorganic section of the laboratory receiving $4.1 million in funding since fiscal year 2008. Potentially affected projects listed by OIG included toxic trace metal analysis of water in the Greater Everglades ecosystem in Florida, analysis of metals released into waters associated with coal bed natural gas production activities in Alaska, and an assessment of uranium in the environment in and around the Grand Canyon National Park in Arizona. That's just one breach by the USGS. And let's look at another loss of scientific integrity findings at USGS National Water Quality Lab. Yes, it's really that stupid. The USGS National Water Quality Laboratory is an environmental analysis and research facility specializing in chemical analysis of water, sediment, and tissue. July 8, 2020 NWQL's quality assurance quality control processes revealed that data values of some samples had been altered without required explanation. They hadn't explained why they did it. USGS immediately launched an investigation and has determined that from March 2019 to June 2020, a single AS section analyst significantly departed from accepted practices and standards, violating the USGS fundamental scientific practices and resulting in a loss of scientific integrity. Evidence shows the analyst acted alone and intentionally to falsify data for nutrients, nitrogen, and phosphorus in approximately 2,300 water samples. So they did it again. Okay, here is a way that has caused, by the data breaches, that has caused people to wonder at the sanity of what data that they're sending out. Most recent incident has caught the attention of Congressional Representative Bruce Westerman of Arkansas, raised the topic during the 23 June oversight hearing. Okay, USGS briefed the offices of U.S. Senators John McCain, Jeff Flake, and Representative Paul Gosar. Okay, John McCain's since gone, but they all represented Arizona. They said there was no connection between the 2008 and 2014 quality incident at the lab and USGS research related to uranium in the environment in and around the Grand Canyon. That research fed into BLM's study, and then Secretary of Interior Ken Salazar's decision to place a 20-year exploration and mining moratorium on 1 million acres of federal land in northern Arizona. So, loss of jobs. We're having to rely on foreign countries for needed resources, but they're doing fake reports out of their offices on all types of stuff. It's been well proven, but they're saying, oh, this didn't lead to us, hurting the economy and hurting jobs and hurting the resources that this country can gather. Makes you wonder, huh? Now, one of the last things that they consider a breach, and I'm going to cover this and I'm going to get out of here for you guys. The Secretary of Interior under Trump asked for scientific information that was coming out that year. Actually, it was going to be coming out pretty soon after he was asking for the information, so it wasn't like it was going to be doing any damage to anything. He asked for a report about Alaska dealing with the oil industry there. Not the Inspector General, but two scientists considered that a breach and they resigned because, he could give it to somebody. Y'all are falsifying data left and right, and you're worried about the Secretary of Interior, somebody who was appointed by the duly elected president and confirmed by the duly elected Senate. Yet you folks who can't send out correct information are completely violating the trust of the American people and wasting tax dollars. You're claiming to have some kind of integrity. This is what our government's come down to. You have bureaucrats in the government who are destroying our economy. This is further proof of that. This is how they destroy our economy. I think y'all need to pay attention to what's going on. I know this sounds boring, but this is how your tax dollars are being wasted. Thought I'd tell you. This has been Paul, the Redneck Thinker. Y'all have a good day now. Bye. Folks, I just want to say thank you for listening. I want to thank you for taking your time. I want to hear what your comments are about what you think on this topic, because your comments are what's important, not necessarily mine. I don't care if you're you're Republican. I don't care if you're conservative. I don't care if you're liberal. I don't care if you're Democrat. I want to hear your opinion on these topics. I want to thank you yet again for listening to my video. Like, subscribe, and all that other hoopla. This has been Paul, the Redneck Thinker. Y'all have a good day now. Bye.